How you all doing? Stuck in Morzine. There's worse places in the world where we could be, but just spent the morning out biking and bumped into a fellow shredder. This is Daniel from the Dirt Fund Project. So we said we'd ask him a few questions. How are you, Daniel? You well, bud?
Not too bad, man. Loving it, living the
Great,
life.
yeah. We're having great crack. We went, where did we go? We met up at the top of Super Morzine this morning. Then we went to a few trails around there. Came down, went up Plenty, over to Leger, back through Morzine, and we're now in the Hacker Bar in the centre of Morzine, having a bit of crack, having a bit of grub. So, yeah, we decided we'd ask Daniel a few questions and see how he's getting on and what's going on in his biking world. So, first of all, Daniel, thanks for agreeing to go ride with me this morning, and thanks
Superb,
for
man. Loved it. Showing us around.
It was a bit of crack, all right. A bit sketchy at times, but yeah, and also wanted to ask him kind of what's going on in terms of Dirt Fund. What is it? So you take it over. Take it over from what is Dirt Fund Project?
Yeah. So it kicked off with the idea of helping privateers. And privateers need help, and one of the main things they need is cash, because often privateers get sponsored, jerseys, trousers, shoes, gloves, maybe even a bike, whatever. But where that doesn't help is entry fees for races, entry fees for EWS, getting yourself to the races. Even ourselves, we drove down here. By the time you're going through France, you pay the tolls, fuel now. Fuel now is a killer. And these vans, they just drink juice.
$2.21 a litre for petrol I paid in the hire car yesterday. $2.21.
So it's criminal now what it is. And so, we thought as a group of mates, how could we help privateers? Somebody needs to do it. Let's just do it. And then we had in our head like £1,000 or €1,000. It wouldn't even get you a full entry fee to an EWS season. It just won't.
Wow.
But at least it's something. It's an amount of money that privateers can do something with.
Yeah.
To date, we've in the first year, we supported 5 riders, 5 privateer racers, one from each of the countries in the UK and Ireland.
Okay.
So that was kind of cool to do.
Excellent, yeah.
And then we kicked off at the EWS Tweed Valley last year, and we were able to help 3 more riders. We'd raised another 3,000.
Cool.
And then we just raised 6,000 from our bike raffle from Bird Bike helped us out, and Clark at the Bike Bothy over in Scotland gave us the frame set.
Excellent.
Lots of brands got involved.
Excellent.
And we still have 3 male riders to choose to burn the last 3,000.
Okay.
But for us, it's a case of.
And how do you choose those riders? What's the process there?
Yeah, so great question. So we have a minimum kind of like entry requirement to get your name in the hat, and that is you have to be racing, EWS in whatever format.
Okay.
That
rules me out.
Fair enough. So you have to be racing EWS, or we say World Cup downhill, but it's so hard to get into World Cup downhill now. We're also talking about national UK and Irish downhill series.
Okay.
So if you're racing one of those two, then you can apply.
Okay.
And you go on our website, you click contact us, and you just fill in your details.
Perfect.
But after that, we don't have criteria. We make it random. So all the names go into a hat, and we have been trying our best to get to have it even between male and female riders. I know there's way more male riders, but we still want to try and make it. We don't want like 10 male riders supported and 1 female. So there last week we picked 3 new female riders.
Cool. Put you on the spot. Who are they?
For the last one.
Yeah.
So Becky Cook.
Cool.
Michaela Parton.
Okay.
And who's the third rider?
Leah Mansell, was it?
Leah Mansell.
There you go.
Exactly.
Good
Leah
stuff.
was actually first out of the hat.
There you are, yeah. Great stuff. So, who is Dirt Fund? Who are the people behind it?
Yeah, so it started off as a group of about 10 mates. And it started off over a WhatsApp group. When we were watching a Ben Cathro video, he was helping privateers with his knowledge. And I was just like, okay, guys, let's try help with cash. Is everybody in for 100 quid? Because there's no point asking other people to donate if we can't put the money up ourselves.
Right.
I think we had 7 or 8 of us then, and we had about 700 or 800 quid.
Okay.
But then it's kind of evolved, and so we have that group of people. But then we've got kind of like myself and 2 others, Dan Cox. So all that Instagram content you see,
the unbelievably, really well produced graphic aspect of that, yes, is Dan
Cox,
right?
And he's from a company called Pixel Heads, and he does all that. So he's part all for free. And then Tom Scott who owns Atom Creates, he's a professional photographer.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, so
Good
all
guy.
the high quality images that you
Yeah.
see, maybe of the bird bike we raffled, Tom takes care of all that. And then between the three of us, and still the other guys who started it off are still involved, and we utilize any resource we can
Just
to get help.
just on that then, utilising the resources. Obviously, you've tried to get brands on board,
Yeah.
and I suppose part of that is giving back and giving the brands something for what they've given.
For sure.
So, maybe tell us a bit about the brands that have helped.
Yeah, so that's a long list now. So
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to miss a load of
Okay.
people.
On the spot again.
But let's look at the latest ones.
Yeah.
So like the latest ones, was that bird bike that we raffled off, and so that was Bird. It was Clark from Banachie Bike Body. But then we had like Fox suspension, full factory suspension.
Wow.
That came straight from the Fox factory race team. I'm not too sure did it officially get to us,
Okay.
but we got it.
Yeah.
We had Crank Brothers and Physique
Wow.
from Hannah. And then we had George from Feel Good Cycles.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
He worked with One Up Components to help
Muck
us.
Off help you out as well.
Yeah, Muck Off, yeah.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Excellent.
And then also so that's the cash program.
Yeah.
And that's the cash grants. But we did kick off a new program. I know you're going to ask.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
I
don't know.
I'm just going
You
to talk
tell
about
me.
it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm drinking beer. I'm going to talk. So Vita's Bikes.
Oh, yeah.
We started talking to. So we kind of ended up with kind of two opportunities to help privateers now. So one is apply for a cash grant, and that's like we'll raise cash.
Yeah.
We'll get in, say, 5,000, 6,000, and we'll give out 5,000, 6,000.
Gotcha.
There's no money kept. In,
Yeah.
out. Simple as that. As
Perfect.
quick as possible as well.
Yeah.
And then the other one was with Vita's Bikes. They said, hey, listen, we love what the Dirt Fund is doing, how you're helping guys, how you're helping male, female riders from the UK and Ireland. We want to start something. And not everybody can just go, here's some cash. So they were like, we could support with some bikes. We're like, okay, that's pretty cool. And so then months of conversations. And this also, I suppose, it made me think, here we are with three people with different skill sets and access to another 6 or 7 guys in the UK, again with different skill sets. And this is how difficult it is for us to deal with brands.
Yeah.
And we and they were like, okay, we can give you some bikes. It's like, okay.
Nice.
And so then we started off talking about 2 bikes. We nearly got to 4 bikes. We ended up with 3 bikes.
Okay.
And so we were able to pick. That was a different application process. 3 privateer racers, each getting a bike. Then Muck Off jumped on board. They're like, we love this.
Excellent.
And so they gave all the cleaning products, gave some kit. Then we had Ben from Strength Factory Coach over in Bristol, and he was like, well, I can provide some coaching.
Oh.
Not like absolutely personal one-to-one coaching, but access to some online stuff and a couple of sessions.
Cool.
And then just recently we were in trouble with, we realised, because Michelle Muldoon was one of the riders, and Michelle just seems to get on the podium any race she enters, and she's on the podium and she doesn't even have a jersey that says Dirt Fund,
Yeah. Okay.
Vita's privateer program on it. And we just put a shout out on Instagram, and I couldn't believe the amount of responses.
Wow.
With 4 or 5 companies just straight off the bat, we're here, we can help, love this, want to help.
Excellent. It's
But
great when you get that kind of feel-good
it gives you
factor
great
back.
buzz.
Yeah, no, big time. It's
It's
great.
like, it's like Joe, we always chat, keep our stoke alive to do this.
Yeah.
And so Luke from Uncrafted, he was literally first in,
Okay.
first guy I started chatting to,
Yeah.
and he was just like, I'm all over this.
Yeah.
Jerseys are already been printed.
Wow.
That's in the post to the guys pretty soon. It's gonna be cool.
That's fab. Okay, so just a bit more about yourself then. So,
Yeah.
what are your local trails? Where do you normally ride?
Yeah, so I live in Galway.
Yeah.
How I got into mountain biking was I lived in Scotland, and there's just world-class mountain biking in Scotland. Then I moved back to Galway, and I was like, oh my god, it's like flat. But so I'm part of Galway Mountain Bike Club, and the guys there have done phenomenal trail building,
Wow.
work, and it's fantastic. So
Where are those trails?
so Calbrack is the main area
Okay.
I ride just outside Lochray.
Right.
Yeah, really cool place.
Let's come down and do some vids.
Yeah, hey, anytime, man.
Deadly.
Without
Show
doubt.
me around.
Yeah, a lot of
Cool.
trails there.
And what's
to
your
explore.
favourite trail then?
So in
No, I'm talking anywhere.
Mega Avalanche Quali Track.
Okay, great. That's a bit of a...
Love
It's
it.
up there, yeah, okay.
Yeah, love it. Just
Okay,
I don't know.
We'll give you that one.
Only did it once. So I know, rode it many times. I only did the Mega Avalanche once, and it was just like when you're just like the best trail of your life. You just like
it
rode
smiles
it.
on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't get rid of the smile.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
that was it.
Okay, so that leads me on to my next question. Do you do any racing? Obviously you do
Yeah.
if you've done Mega, yeah.
Yeah. So used to do like some of the enduros over in Scotland. Done some of the, like the Vitas and the Gravity and the grassroots enduro in Ireland. Never really did like all 5 or 6 of them. Just did 1 or 2 here and there.
Ones that suit you.
yeah, are the most fun.
Yeah.
And then I do like these mass start events. So I've done the Mountain of Hell before.
Have you done Fox Hunt ever?
Did the Fox Hunt the last year it was on.
That was my favourite one ever.
Well, it was my favourite as well. I got T-boned and taken out.
Probably me.
maybe.
It could have been easily, yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that was
excellent. Yeah, cool. So, just gonna wrap things up pretty quickly.
Fair
But
enough.
so if people want to help out with the Dirt Front project, I'm gonna ask you how can they help. But I know how people can help, and the main thing is sharing content,
which costs nothing.
It costs nothing, and I'm a businessman myself, and I know that when friends share information that is on social media, the appreciation, the love it generates is just unbelievable. So that's my first thing, is if everybody shares this video, shares what the Dirt Fund is about, that's great. But is there any other way that people can help?
Yeah, so there's I think there's 2 things that people can do. So we're building an orange bike. We've got a frame coming that Orange put together for us. Even this might be news to Orange, but we're going to custom paint it. More about that later. So it's going to be really special, and there's going to be a lot of high-end parts on it. It's going to be a sweet bike. So
is that for raffle again?
That's going to be raffled.
Excellent. Okay.
Raffled, or maybe put for sale as a one-off price. Not too sure.
eBay type.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly,
we're still trying to work it out.
Yeah.
And if we raffle it, we'll try and make the tickets affordable again. To try raise, because really I'd be disappointed if we couldn't raise the cost of the component parts. I feel like I let those brands down by not, So that's one way. The other way for privateer racers is definitely apply.
Okay.
For sure, apply for a grant.
Yeah.
Send it to your mates. If they're privateer racers, tell them apply. Then also on Facebook we've set up, and it's just in its infancy, but we've set up the Dirt Fund Global Privateer Network.
Okay.
And so the idea is that privateer racers all over the world join this, and it's where privateers can help privateers.
Brilliant.
So if I'm Daniel O'Shea from Ireland and I'm going racing in Latwil,
and I've no rear tire.
No rear tire.
Yeah.
I don't know where to park.
Yeah.
I don't know where the good place to eat is.
Yeah.
Jump on.
Brilliant.
Start asking questions. Start getting that community going.
Excellent.
And then, privateers can help themselves and help the whole community.
Brilliant.
Which I think is the thing about mountain bike community.
Yeah.
Well, yourself meeting and showing us around today.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's cool.
It's great crack. That's what I love doing. I love guiding. Do it at home, but guiding is just one of the most rewarding things you can do for me for mountain biking, is showing people around. I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. So, final question: how'd you get on the Mountain of Hell?
Mountain of Hell. So I survived it. Number
You're
one.
here. Yeah.
I'm gonna 100% own that I was the only Irishman down.
Good man.
I met another Irishman.
So you're the leading Irishman.
Yeah, fastest Irishman even. Fastest Irishman.
Fastest
Yeah,
Irishman.
delete only. Fastest Irishman
Fastest
down.
Irishman. Brilliant.
Phenomenal event. Without doubt, it's definitely worth doing. That and the Mega, they need to be on the wish lists for mountain bikers.
You have to do it.
You love it, man.
Next year.
You love it.
Definitely. Well, that wraps it up. Thanks, Dan. Thanks for
problem,
talking to us. That was brilliant. And gonna probably have shown a bit of footage from us biking today. So hope you enjoyed it. Till the next time. Good luck.
Cheers.